Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. My name is Sheetal and I'm an application engineer at Central Innovation or Intercat Proprietary Limited in Sydney. So I'm going to show you how you can set up a new user or a new machine that needs to get connected to your existing Vault. So let's have a look. So first, if you have a new user or a new system, what you need to do is make sure you install SolidWorks. If the user is not going to be using SolidWorks, you can simply use the installation manager from SolidWorks and just pick PDM client if it's just needs to be set up for a viewer. So you need to make sure from the installation manager you reach the product selection area. And in the product selection list, you need to make sure PDM client is ticked. In this case, it's grayed out because it's already installed. So what you need to look for, if it has a white box, you just need to make sure you check it and install the respective version of it. I'll just exit out of it. So what will happen is once you install the client, for you to find out if it has been installed or not, the easiest way is you can simply click on the Windows icon, look for admin, okay, and what you should end up is with an administration which has a blueberry icon for PDM. So this will tell you that if the client has been installed. So once you find this, simply click on it and it will take you to this administration window. Close this and enlarge this one. Okay, so you are ready with the client installation. Next thing what we need to do is add the server which is hosting your PDM, right? So in this list, what you might see is you won't see any servers listed here. So what you can do is right click and you find the option of adding the server. So you select that and find the server that is hosting the Vault. So in this case, it's this PC here, and you might be able to also use an IP address if there is any conflict with the naming. So you can try that too. Once you say OK, it will add the server in the list, and once you expand the server node, you'll find any existing Vault. So if you have one, you'll find whatever is being hosted. In this case, I have quite a few. So if you have more than one, it will show up all of those. Alright, so once that's done, you can then log into the Vault and you should see the node expand with all the other features. To be able to create the local view, you need to have local admin rights to the system. So if you are unsure, you can check with the IT, and if your IT is doing it for you, so they might need to also use the local admin rights so that they can create this view. You can then right click and find the option called create local view. Alright, let's do that, which will then take you to C drive, and you can also use any other drive on which you want to host the local view. So in this case, I don't have any other option, so I'll use C drive and I'll say select folder. So I don't need to type anything or create anything here. I'll simply say select folder and say yes, and this should then create the local view for me, which I can double click and log in. Okay, it will ask for a password. Okay, it's a bit slow there, and it should take you to the local view on your C drive, and you can have a look. You can change the view to detail type if you want to see it in columns format, and you can log out through here. Okay, and again, if you have a look at C, there is my standard 2020 Vault local view now created. So if I close this and if I go back here and now try and right click, you will see the create local view option is no longer available. So in this case, at any point of time, if you find that the option is not available, your best way is to check if you have a folder with the same name of Vault. So you need to look for that. So you might have a normal Windows folder that has the same name as your Vault. so you might need to troubleshoot that. So you might need to delete it or recreate the local view. The other option to create a local view is using view setup. So you can again try and go to your Windows icon and look for something called as view setup. So if you use that, it's actually a wizard which will take you step by step to the same process. So if you say next, it will again ask you to pick a server. So in this case it's this server. So the key here is to remember to use the checkbox. Usually people try to struggle with finding why the next option is grayed out. So what you need to make sure is you click in the checkbox and check it, and then go next, and then decide which vault you want to create the local view for. So these vaults already have a local view, so that's why they're grayed out. In this case I can use this checkbox and say next. It will again allow me to pick a location, and you can set this up for all users, and again it will require admin rights. You can say next and you can finish and create the local view. Alright, so these are very simple steps. At any point of time, if you see the option is grayed out or if it's not letting you create, and reach out to us at support@intercad.com.au. Thank you so much for your time.